Hey, this is Brian B. In this video, I'm going to show you how I came up with this type of graph sketch. I'm going to talk about it real quickly here. Okay, so first thing that you want to do when you're creating something like this, as you can tell, it's quite complicated and there's a lot of things going on, but I'll break it down for you. First thing you want to do is you want to get started with a little bit of framing. You want to think, of course, you want to know what you're writing. In this case, it says B minus. B, M, I-N-U-S, Wonder, O-N-E-R. So when you get started, you want to know, of course, what you want to write, and you want to know where you're going to position your lettering. Because if you're just going about and you're just like drawing it out, it's easy to get lost, and then your proportions will look way off, and then the whole thing will not come together. So you want to kind of graph it out. You want to go boom. B is going to be here, and then what's the letter in the middle? I always do that, I in the middle, so you know where the center piece of the drawing is going to be. So I is in the middle, M, N, U, S, and then you want to kind of graph it out, and then from there, the one, it's just the boxes, right? And then from that point, what you want to do is, of course, you want to actually do the lettering. Now, for this specific style, there's a lot of flow going on. It's not really boxy or anything like that. So you want to apply a lot of flow into your lettering. And that's what I did. So I went B, M, I, N, U, S, just went straight through it and then did the oneer. So there's not going to be any of the 3Ding or any of the outlining just yet. And as you can tell, I did it really lightly, okay? So once I'm done the pencil drawing, at that point, I kind of decided where I was gonna have the overlap and which part's gonna be in the front, which part's gonna be in the back. I kind of had it mapped out in my head, and then I took a blue pen. In this case, it might appear black, but it's actually dark blue pen, and then I just went over it. I just did the actual lettering, and once that was done, then I plotted out the vanishing point, which you might be able to see is actually right here. And then I took a ruler, I went to every single edge, and then I lined it up. I brought it, boom, back to the center, boom, back to the center, boom, 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 back to the center, every single side, just like that, boom, 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 brought it back to the center. So as you can tell, everything is quite nicely shaped. There's not any odd 3Ding, so to speak. Okay, so everything back to the center, and then I really had to look for the details to see where within the actual context of things where I have to link back to the vanishing point right here. So I brought it all back in, and I did that with a pen, so it actually looked smooth. Or sorry, I did it with a ruler, so it looked really nice and smooth. Okay, and then from there I just went, the next thing I could do, I could either color it or I can just simply apply the outline. So in this case, I kind of got bored of this specific drawing, so I just said, whatever, I'm just gonna outline it. So I did the outline with the blue marker, and then I pretty much just left it at that. But to recap real quickly, the main points is you want to plot it out really nicely. You want to plan it out really specifically before you actually draw it in, and you want to get all your flow right so it's going out in every single direction instead of having something that's really sporadic and then it crosses over and it's like lopsided on one side and then there's not much going on one side. It won't look good. So you want to make sure you plan it out properly, and then everything is proportionate going out like that. And then once you're done that, then you go in with your pen or your marker, your permanent drawing tool, whatever it may be, and then you outline it, and then you go through the entire process, and then you put it together. So the key point here is make sure you're doing the planning properly. Okay, so maybe I'll create another video in the near future going into detail about coloring and stuff like that, but until then, I hope this was helpful. This is B minus, Brian B. Talk to you soon. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to check out my website to get the free Urban Design Crash Course program. In this program, you're going to learn 3 fundamental design skills and a bunch of cool stuff. Alright, so I'll see you there.